Hey, what's up, everybody? Just decided to head out with my dad to do a little shed hunting. There's supposed to be a storm rolling through. As you can hear, it's blowing in a little bit, but we're trying to beat the storm and maybe shed hunt the first half of the day until the storm pushes us out. But we're in an area where we've done pretty well. We've found quite a few sheds, but nothing real crazy. And we're just hoping to luck into a few, and I don't really care if they're old or anything like that because I'm not picky. I just want to get out and hike. So let's see what we can do. So this area has a lot of tracks, but I think it's a little bit deceiving because I think this area has a low buck to doe ratio. So a lot of these are doe tracks, I'll bet. But I know there has to be a few bucks in here. I'm hoping to find a fresh one. I found old ones recently in here, so there's got to be a few bucks roaming around. And if you hear me breathing very heavily, I have asthma. And to compound that issue, I have a deviated septum. So I'm a mouth breather, unfortunately, but I'm out here trying, so. So I've had asthma for a long time, and I didn't really figure that out until a lot later in my life. I just thought I was out of shape and I couldn't breathe because I got out of shape easy, but I found out that I had asthma. And for the longest time, I knew my nose was messed up until recently I went and they did a scan on my nose and I have a deviated septum. So I don't get enough oxygen when I do these hikes, but I still try. And I think as long as I have two working legs and I can breathe at least a little bit, I'm gonna keep hiking. There's not a lot of people that have the privilege to do so. So I'm gonna hike for them maybe. What I'm trying to say is it could be worse, and I'm still gonna get after it. Well, at least we know there's one buck in here. All right, well, I'm getting just about where I want to be, and a monster. It's pretty par for the course for me, but that's my first one. That's why they call me the 2-point king. All right, number 2 for the day, and what would you know? Another 2-point. So both of those 2 points were probably 50 yards from each other, and this is kind of the zone where I think I'll have decent luck. So I'm guessing there's more in here. I just have to kind of comb through here and see if I can find them. But that buck brush is all over this, and this is basically deer candy. So we'll see. All right, cruising up through here, glanced over and got a shed. It's a little bit better than a 2-point anyway. It's like last year's little 4-point. Kind of looking around for the other side of that last one I just found, and I don't know if this doesn't look like the other side, but another 4-point. It's got a little eye guard on him. I actually just pulled that other shit off the pack, and that is the other side. Cute little buck. I didn't think that this was the match at first, but under closer inspection, it's definitely the same buck. Little guy. Hopefully I can find this year's. Looks like a little deadhead. Little guy. It's kind of got a weird little front right there. Broke off his back. Thought it was a 2-point. Looks like a little 3 by something. And I will be leaving that. It's not worth the hassle of packing that out, calling the DNR or whatever. Okay, about walked by this one. See if you can see it. Did you see it? Well, I about didn't. Happened to look over there and nice 4-point. Tucked right in that oak. That is not a bad shed. Not bad at all. Oh, he's got a little kicker right there. Heck yeah. That is a good horn. Wish you wouldn't have broke that off. Killer. That's more along the lines of what I'm looking for. I'll take whatever I can find, but I'll definitely take this. And that's definitely not the match. I just picked up that 3-point over there and got another one. I give credit to anybody who can just sit in glass for hours and hours. I just don't have the patience for that. I try it, and I've found quite a few behind the glass, but I just get too impatient and I just want to start hiking. Maybe I need better optics. I don't know. But yeah, I usually either step on them or don't find any at all. So like I said earlier, we were trying to beat the storm. There's supposed to be a storm that's blowing in like right now, or we were supposed to hit the road and head out. So my dad's back at the truck. And I told him on the way here, I said, since we're pushing for time today, it's going to be a good day, because that's usually when I find things when I am up against it. It's always like that. So I'm thinking I'm going to turn around here, mark this spot, and come back another time and hopefully find that other side. But that storm is coming. Another dink. Got a few so far. All right, I just picked up that shed right there and was about ready to put the pack on and looked over, and I had no idea this was sitting there. That has been there a while. And it looks like it's the other side to that last one I found. All right, everybody, I think that's gonna do it. I'm gonna head back to the truck. My dad's probably been waiting long enough for me. But did pretty well. Found quite a few, found a set, found a nice cheater buck. This wind's crazy, so you probably can't even hear me. But I'm gonna be adding to this page fishing content, hunting, shed hunting. So if you're into that kind of thing, go ahead and hit subscribe, and I would really appreciate it. Thanks, guys.